Andrew,
Don Rain.
Andrew,
Don Rain.
Andrew, what's your last name?
Hauser,
okay. Mr. Hauser, I have current charges charging you with possession of paraphernalia, alleged to have occurred earlier this morning.
yeah,
I also have warrants. Charges from May the 31st for criminal trespass, failing to appear on July the 9th, and then again on October the 8th, and possession of paraphernalia from September the 4th. Failing to appear on October the 8th.
mhm,
Because of your failure to appear history, you'll be held on a $500 bond. Court date's going to be December the 1st at noon. Janet Altschler is appointed to represent you. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that?
yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Hauser.
All right, stand up, back out the door. Clayton. Not that door.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Clayton Brusaw.
Mr. Bruce. I've got citations here from June the 7th, charging you with shoplifting, criminal trespass, and then failing to appear on June the 18th in Tucson City Court. I'm going to release you on these charges. However, you do have probation hold,
Yeah.
so I will appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. For while you're in custody, we'll set a review hearing for December the 19th at 9 a.m. If you are out of custody, you need to appear. If you are still in custody, the prosecutor's office and the public defender's office will confer on the issue. Thank you, Mr. Brisbane.
Thank you.
Daniel.
okay.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Daniel Cordova.
Mr. Cordova. I have
Yes,
citations charging you with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence assault, as well as charges of disorderly conduct and threats and intimidation. Looks like these are alleged to have occurred yesterday and today, while you're on release for domestic violence charges where you were ordered not to have any contact with Ms. Gonzalez.
Okay.
So your bond is $2,500. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you on these charges. Or excuse me, Jeffrey Grinkwich is appointed to represent you on these charges. Your next court date will be December the 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. You have no contact with Linda Gonzalez. How many firearms do you own, sir?
I don't have no firearms at all. I never had.
Well, if you do have any, they need to be surrendered to the Tucson Police Department upon your
I don't know.
release.
Okay.
No
I don't have.
alcohol, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Linda Gonzalez or her niece. You're not to go within 3 blocks of her residence.
Okay.
You can go back once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. And behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. Thank you, Mr. Cordova.
Kristen. No.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Kristen Lineberger.
Mr. Lineberger. Citations charging you with 2 counts of domestic violence assault, 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct, and 1 count of domestic violence criminal damage. Your next court date is going to be December the 29th at 10 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Conditions of release include violating no laws, remaining in the state of Arizona, appearing at your court dates, no acts of domestic violence, not going back to that apartment complex except with law enforcement to get your personal belongings, and obtaining behavioral health assessment and beginning a recommended treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
Right? Thank you, Mr. Lineberger. And your date of
You're
birth is, confirm your date of birth.
October 23rd, 1999.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stand up out the door. Alvarez.
I need number 2 and 3, please. Thank you. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Pedro Samaniego Alvarez.
Mr. Alvarez. This is the time set for initial appearance. It's the time for me to formally advise you of the charges against you, for me to set conditions of release, and your next court date and appoint counsel. It's not the time to talk about facts of the case. In fact, I would strongly suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Conditions of release will always include that you remain within the state of Arizona unless you receive permission of the court to leave the state. Again, that you violate no laws, that you appear at all of your court dates. Now, it is my understanding we have victims' representatives here. So one at a time, if you want to state your name, how you're related to the case, and your thoughts on the conditions of release. Not on the facts of the case, but just on the conditions of release.
Hi, Your Honor. Uh, can you hear me?
I can hear you, so identify yourself for me and tell me how you're.
My name is
Go right ahead.
Ana Avalos, and I'm Adrian Avalos. He's the victim who was killed in the hit and run. And I'm just calling today because my family is grieving a loss that has changed our lives forever. My son is no longer here. He's no longer here because he was driving drunk. And can you stop for me, please?
Yeah, so he's no longer here because the defendant was driving drunk.
Yeah, this is the facts of the case. I've got the interim
So
complaint. I just need your
wants
input
to-
on conditions of release. That's all I need. Thank you.
She wants to, she would like him to be held without bail, because he did take the life and
He could kill somebody else.
he could kill somebody else. He knew that he has priors, so hold him if you can.
Where's Sean?
Sean, go ahead.
All right, and we have someone else on this matter that wished to speak?
Yes, Your Honor. This is John Rain. I am the husband of Agent Avalos, and I think that I'm asking for the court to hold him without bail, um, and to charge him to the fullest extent. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anyone else as a victim representative or victim who wish to speak on this matter?
Yeah, this is Agent. This is John Rain, and I'm the husband of Agent Avalos.
That's what you told me.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, ma'am. This is us two. This is us two. Thank you.
And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. So I submitted my written recommendation. Obviously, I didn't have an opportunity to speak with next of kin victim representatives when I was preparing my recommendation. But the information that they provided and their concerns support the state's recommendation. I do want to note, just for the purposes of the record, because they brought it up, in this particular situation under the legal requirements, the state cannot request that he be held without bond, as much as we would like to in this type of case. However, the state is requesting that he do be held, and the state is requesting a $250,000 bond cash. And he does have a prior for a DUI, even though it is older. It is still a prior for a DUI. He did have a .174 BAC. The deceased victim in this was a completely innocent victim who was attending to a disabled vehicle. And he was not the only one affected by this case. There were 3 others who very fortunately were not seriously injured as well. And he was traveling 77 in a 35 mile per hour zone, notwithstanding his extreme BAC. So he presents a danger to the community at large, as demonstrated by his actions here. It's appropriate to hold him. And again, the state is recommending $250,000. Thank you.
Anything further from defense?
Judge, we just ask you to consider in your determination that he doesn't have any felony priors. He is 72 years old. The DUIs referenced are from 2006, so almost 20 years old. He also does not have an active NVCA flag, and he does have support and housing with his brother.
All right. I will also note, with regard to the victim statements, that, as I understand it, Mr. Alvarez did not leave the scene, but he was in a medical situation and he was transported for treatment. But he did not leave the scene. However, there seems to be an indication that he was going better than double the speed limit on what is usually a pretty busy road. significant amount of alcohol involved. So preliminary hearing date is going to be December the 8th at 1:30. Bond will be $250,000. That'll be a secured bond. If the bond is posted, you'll be under the supervision of pretrial services. You're not to drive with a valid license. Absolutely no alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with the alleged victims or the families of the victims. You're not to go any place alcohol is served or consumed. Substance abuse assessment and treatment to the extent it's available while in custody or under the direction of pretrial services. If you're out of custody, again, no alcohol in residence or vehicles, and you're not to go anywhere that alcohol is served or consumed. And I would strongly suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. And again, standard conditions of release include remaining in the state of Arizona, appearing at court dates, complying with other terms of and conditions of release. Thank you, Mr. Alvarez.
Judge, what office is appointed?
Public defender. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Brandon Wood.
Mr. Wood. Seems to me I just saw you on Sunday evening.
Yes, ma'am. And that's why I came to the jail myself to face these allegations today head on, because they are not accurate.
All right, we'll appoint public defender's office. The charges charging you with domestic violence, aggravated harassment. That is continuing to make phone calls or leave messages from Ms. Schulte. According to this, the deputies heard calls, so whatever. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you, and at either council. And Ms. Schulte, you're on the phone, is that correct?
I am.
Anything further with regard to conditions of release?
The last one, he violated immediately. As soon as he was released, he got out and started calling me nonstop as soon as he was released. So I don't know what to do to get him to stop this at this point.
All right. Anything further from either council?
Yes, Your Honor. So, as Your Honor is aware, and from seeing him before, but I'm looking at the pretrial services summary of his pending or prior offenses. And what I'm seeing here is that his first pending one, he's released on his own. And then there's another offense that is charged a couple weeks later. So then now he gets a $500 bond. He posts that bond. And then there's another offense that happens about a month later. And so he gets a higher bond, $2,500. He posts that bond. So as the listed victim indicated, it doesn't appear that whatever bonds have been imposed so far on these misdemeanor cases are enough of a deterrent to keep this from happening. So now it is escalated to a felony, and excuse me, it has escalated to a felony. The victim objects to release, does not want further contact, has safety concerns. I am proposing a $25,000 bond. It's appropriate, given that, I mean, based on the history of what you have in front of you, not quite sure how to make it stop except for him to be in custody on an even higher bond. And as part of the conditions of release, the state is requesting, regardless of what your release decision is, that it include immediate no contact, and that is in or out of the jail. So even if he is held, no contact from the jail as well. Thank you.
Anything further from defense?
Judge, I need a minute to speak with my client.
Go right ahead. Okay, we'll figure it out. And Maria Alvarez.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right. Anything from
Yes, Judge. So in your decision, we're asking that you consider that he does have verified housing and employment. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. It looks like he has a 3 on the NCA scale, a 2 on the FTA scale. It sounds like he turned himself in on these charges. These are a couple days old. He does already have an attorney that he's working with. At this point, these are just allegations, and we don't have any proof today to dispute them, but I think he's motivated to fight for his innocence on these. So we'd ask you to consider all that when making your decision.
I will consider that. I also consider the fact that I entered an order 4 days ago telling him to have absolutely no contact with Ms. Schulte. And evidence appears to indicate that he has repeatedly called her since that time. Bond will be $25,000 secured. Behavioral health assessment and treatment. To the extent available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you're out of custody. No contact means no contact. That means no phone calls, no text messages. That begins, well, it began on Sunday or probably before that on your other cases. I don't know because I don't have those, but absolutely beginning right this second. Right. Preliminary hearing date will be December the 8th at 1:30. Yeah, we already talked to us. Yeah. All right. Anything further, Ms. Schulte?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And victims, if I've heard the cases, you're free to disconnect. All right. Thank you. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are. Can you tell me your name, please?
Jessica Moriarty.
Miss Mariani, I have quite a stack of files here for you. I have current charges for criminal trespass at 4702 East Speedway. Alleged occurred early this morning. I have charges for criminal trespass at that same location back on May the 18th and failing to appear in court on May the 29th. Charges for possession of paraphernalia on September the 4th, failing to appear on September the 17th. Criminal trespass at 1101 North Wilmot on February the 6th, failing to appear on February the 19th. Possession of paraphernalia on March the 3rd, failing to appear on March the 17th. Criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia at 6377 East Tanca Verde. On or about March the 4th, failing to appear on March the 17th. Charges for criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, and contempt of court on March the 6th, failing to appear on March the 19th. That was at 6280 East Broadway. Charged for criminal trespass at 7000 East Tanca Verde on March the 20th, failing to appear on April the 2nd. And charges for possession of paraphernalia on July 20th of 2023. And it looks like you were placed on 2 years of probation in October of 2024. Didn't provide the proof of counseling, didn't show up in court. Will appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Your court date's December the 4th at 1:45. Bond will be $500. Court date's the same. And you're not to go back to those addresses that I listed. There's $250 bond on the probation matter. Thank you, Ms. Mariani.
You have to stay in jail?
Yes,
Hello.
unless you post the bonds.
Back out the door. Okay.
Is this a Spanish speaker? Okay, muy bien.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Buenas noches, yo soy la juez Shea. ¿Quién es usted?
Soy Andrea Michelle Ponce Rivera.
I am Andrea Michelle Ponce Rivera.
I have an interim complaint here charging you with fraudulent schemes and artifices.
Tengo una querella aquí y los cargos son esquemas fraudulentas.
Sí.
Yes.
Will appoint Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Voy a nombrar el defensor público para representarla en estos cargos. ¿Acaso alguno de los abogados quiere decir algo sobre las condiciones de liberación?
Your Honor, based on her lack of criminal history and the nature of the charges, my recommendation is pretrial services. However, I do know I have a concern.
I've got your report. I've read your.
Okay.
Su señoría, a base de su historial, no tiene antecedentes penales y también los servicios procesales prepararon el informe. Sí, recibí ese informe. Ya lo leí. Muy bien.
Your Honor, I have nothing to add to my recommendation, and thank you.
Su señoría, no tengo más que agregar a mi recomendación. Gracias. ¿Algo de parte de la defensa?
No, Judge.
No, su señoría.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be December the 26th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Su audiencia preliminar está programada para el
16th.
El día 16 de diciembre a la 1:30 de la tarde en el Juzgado de Paz del Condado de Pima.
You are going to be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services.
Usted será liberada a la custodia de terceros, siendo los servicios preprocesales.
You participate in monitoring and treatment under their supervision.
Usted ha de cumplir con cualquier monitoreo a base de conforme a la supervisión de ellos.
Disculpe, ¿quedo liberada para ir a mi casa o para dónde?
Excuse me, I'm released to be able to go to my house or to where?
And let me finish and you'll understand.
Permíteme terminar y lo voy a dar a comprender.
Perdón.
I'm sorry.
You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim or to go to the victim's residence or workplace.
Se le prohíbe tener contacto con la supuesta víctima ni ir al lugar de trabajar de esa víctima o de la residencia de esa víctima.
And you are absolutely not to leave the state of Arizona.
Y se le prohíbe absolutamente no salir del estado de Arizona.
Okay.
My understanding is
Okay.
you have someplace you can stay here in Tucson. You are not to leave Arizona.
Tengo entendido que usted tiene algún lugar de quedarse aquí en Arizona, pero se le prohíbe salir del estado de Arizona.
I'd suggest you not
Okay.
discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
Sugiero que no platique de este caso con nadie, salvo con su abogado.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ponce Rivera.
Gracias, señora Ponce Rivera. And may the interpreter be excused, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Your Honor, for the next one, Maria Alvarez, do you have both of my recommendations? I had to send them separately.
Yep.
Thank you.
Same, but I've got them both.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Maria Luisa Alvarez.
Ms. Alvarez. I have several things here for you. I have an interim complaint charging you with possession of dangerous drug and possession of narcotic drug on October the 8th of 2024, and then also charges from today for possession of a dangerous drug. I will appoint the Legal Defender's Office to represent you on both of these matters. It appears that you may be eligible to participate in a diversion program that would require you to participate in a series of treatment for a period of time. And if you successfully complete that, then the charges would be dismissed before a formal charge. Are you interested in exploring that option?
Yes.
Time waived for preliminary hearing, counsel?
Yes.
Then on these matters, your next court date is going to be a steps hearing on December the 3rd at 9 o'clock in the morning in Pima County Superior Court. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that? You need to comply with steps and substance abuse assessment treatment. Preliminary hearing date right now is going to be set for January the 12th at 1:30. I also have misdemeanor files. Current charges for possession of paraphernalia. I also have charges from October the 9th of last year for possessing of paraphernalia and failing to appear in court. And criminal trespass from February 5th of this year, failing to appear in court. Do you understand when you have a court date you need to appear?
Yes.
All right, let's be sure that you do. Now, your attorney does not represent you on these charges. They tell you don't need to come to court. You still need to be in Tucson City Court on December the 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to 3815 South 5th. Comply with steps and engage in substance abuse assessment and treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Alvarez.
Your Honor, before we excuse Ms. Alvarez, can I please clarify because she had two different felony complaints and the state had moved to dismiss the October 2024 complaint, but proceed on the November 25
Let me get
complaint.
the file back because I saw steps on both of your recommendations.
It's possible I had to submit things separately. Perhaps there was, when Elma printed them, there was confusion. I think at the top, by her name, I referenced which one was which.
Okay. All right, on the top of one of them, it says 11/26/25 offense. And it says, PTS steps. And then,
Yes.
and then I have another one that doesn't specify, but says PTS and steps, but I just received an additional one that does show the dismissal. So apparently you sent one that didn't reference and then sent the other ones, and there was some confusion there.
Yes, I apologize. I originally just sent one and then realized I had to send two because there was two complaints.
All right, then.
So I'm sorry about that, Judge.
Oh boy. I just need to figure out which one's which now. Um, 6160 is the 24. Which one is she talking about? That particular name is the one that it's dismissed? Yes. Okay. It's the one that it's still up because I already published it. Okay. It's under the final. All right. All right. Got it. All right. We now have that. So those 24K, the older felony will be dismissed without prejudice. but that means that they can refile those charges at a later date, particularly if you don't comply with steps. Do you understand that? Thank you, Ms. Alvarez. I'm having a problem with the system right now.
Maria, go back out the door.
All right.
And then, Judge, when you're ready, I didn't submit a written recommendation for Susanna Alvarez, but I have some information to provide.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Susanna Alvarez.
Ms. Alvarez. I have a warrant here, demand for extradition from Pasquayaki Court.
That's fine. Oh, I know it. It's confusing.
The warrant is the arrest warrant is dated March 14th of 2018.
They are the ones that brought me over here. It was Pasquayaki police. They had me in custody earlier, and they said I have no warrant with them, and I'm on a payment plan with them right now as we speak. I spoke to the court 2-3 weeks ago, and I've been doing payment plans with them. I've been doing payments with them since then. And they brought me here. They had nothing on me. They had nothing, no warrants, no nothing, records of me with them. The officer that brought me, that's on the paper now, that picked me up, he said it was over here that had warrants. They had no clue of what was going on. In 2018, I went to court with them. Okay, just.
All right. Well, I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. Release to the third-party custody of pretrial services. Set a court date for December the 3rd, 1:30, noting that you were brought to Pima County Jail from Pasquayaki, so there appears to be a communication issue. You might want to get in touch with your attorney from Pasquayaki.
Okay.
See if they can appear at this court date or communicate with your public defender. Okay?
Thank you.
Your Honor, I don't know if it's helpful. I think I figured out what's going on.
Okay.
Is that Pasquayaki, in 2018, I believe, requested some sort of domestication from Pima County Superior Court. So it's a Pima County warrant, but then they requested to Pima County Superior Court to issue an ACIC warrant. And that case number, and Ms. Baumgartner, maybe you might want to write this down, in Pima County Superior Court is A 2018 0007.
Yeah, that's what's on the arrest warrant.
Right. And so it's basically you had like simultaneous warrants going on. So it sounds like she was able to take care of the Pasquayaki part, but it's still hanging out there in Superior Court.
Right.
So,
Just releasing her to pretrial services and just setting that
Yep.
date and noting that there appears to be a communication problem.
Thank you. I'll let our extraditions unit know as well.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you set December 3rd at on the 2:30 calendar?
1:30 calendar. Or do you want it on the 2:30?
The 2:30, like a regular kind of extraditions case.
All right.
Judge, then you should also appoint the legal defender because PD doesn't do extraditions.
Yeah, so we'll do it at 2:30 and legal defenders. Okay. Okay. I'll let you take care of that part of it, but I've got the rest of it done. There we go.
Man, go out the door.
No.
Man, go out the door. Don't talk to the guy either.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
John Elder.
Mr. Elder, I have several things here for you. I have a warrant here, charges from April the 10th of this year for possession of dangerous drugs and possession of paraphernalia. We'll set an arraignment date for December the 3rd at 1:30. Appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions, noting that there is a probation hold as well?
Nothing to add.
No, Judge.
All right. We'll leave that bond at $500. That's first matter. Second matter I have for you is new charges. Possession of dangerous drugs, possession of paraphernalia, alleged to have occurred today. It appears that on this matter, you may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS. It requires you to participate in a series of treatment that is designed after an evaluation for you. If you successfully complete it, then the charges would be dismissed without any formal charge. Did you want to consider participation in that?
Yes.
Because of the other holds, we'll hold you on a $500 bond on this as well. Steps hearing will be December the 3rd at 9. Right now, preliminary hearing is set for December the 8th. You need to comply with steps, substance abuse assessment and treatment, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. And then I have misdemeanor charges for obstructions and possession of a shopping cart. On this matter, because of the other holds, your next court date will be December the 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning. City Public Defender's Office will represent you at least as long as you're in custody. Excuse me. If you're out of custody on December the 19th, you need to appear in city court. Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. All right. Thank you, Mr. L.
All right.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Jorge Flores.
Okay.
Mr. Flores. I have an imminent complaint here charging with third-degree burglary, alleged to have occurred on November the 23rd. Do we have a probation hold? You're muted, so I can't tell if the jail's responding to me.
Should we hit probation hold? No. No.
So we'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on?
Nothing to add to my written recommendation, Judge.
Judge, we'd just like to note that this is an old charge. It's from 2024. So almost over a year ago, actually. He does have verified housing, employment, and support with his mother. It looks like he's still on probation, so he's getting that level of supervision. He doesn't have any active NBCA flag. This is considered a nonviolent offense, so we asking you consider release to pretrial or a lower bond.
All right. Preliminary hearing date will be December the 8th at 1:30. Bond will be $2,500. If you post that bond, you'll be in a decision of pretrial services. That is, if adult probation doesn't place a hold on you, and I anticipate they may well. No alcohol, illegal drugs, no contact with like victims. You don't go to within 2 blocks of the incident location. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I guess.
And I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Flores.
Oh,
Aye.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Russell John Martinez.
Mr. Martinez, and a complaint charging you with uh, criminal trespass, domestic violence, alleged to have occurred earlier today. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions? Understanding
Judge, I have a
pending warrant as well.
Yes, Judge, I have a request regarding an administrative matter. So as you can see, I requested under Article 2 that he be held no bond for unrelease. Traditionally, the standard for here in Pima County is that that is set within 5 calendar days, which in this case would put it on Monday, December 1st, because tomorrow is a holiday and Friday is a county holiday. That literally leaves 0 time for the state and quite frankly defense as well to do anything that they need to get done, and to also prepare the court for a no bond hearing. So I'm respectfully requesting that in this unique circumstance, you schedule it for, I'm asking for Wednesday, so that there's at least 2 business days for everyone to do what they need to do if this goes forward.
Defense position on this matter, understanding that he has a felony hold from the warrant.
that's fine, Judge. We're okay with waiving some time.
The guy never had me a beer.
All right, so no bond hearing will be December the 3rd at 2:30. Preliminary hearing date set for December the 8th at 1:30. No alcohol or drugs, no contact with alleged victims. You don't go back to the victim's residence or work within 3 blocks. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Martinez.
Glenn. Oh.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Glenn Merriweather.
Mr. Merriweather, in a complaint charging you with stalking. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing to add, Your Honor.
Judge, we'd ask that you consider release to pretrial. He doesn't have any felony priors. It doesn't look like there's any domestic violence misdemeanor priors that I can see. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. He does have verified housing, employment where he owns his own business and support with a friend. He also has 3 minor children that live at his home that he takes care of, and his sister is currently watching them. He is scoring a level 1 on the pretrial services matrix. He's very low risk from failing to appear. So we'd ask you consider release to pretrial given those circumstances.
Anything further from the state?
Sorry, I had problems unmuting. Judge, I can just only reiterate the safety concerns, and it's unfortunate that we don't have the victim's position in this case. But I mean, based on the nature, it is concern. There's concern for community and for her safety.
Mr. Merriweather, do you own any firearms or weapons?
No. No, ma'am.
I'm going to give you a chance for release on pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No alcohol in your residence. You're not to go anywhere that alcohol is served or consumed. You have no contact with Ms. Gomez or her family. You're not to go within 3 blocks of her residence or workplace. You're not to possess or use any air tags or similar devices. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Preliminary hearing date December the 16th at 1:30. I would suggest that you discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. And then when no one else is present, again, standard for violating the laws, appearing at all court dates, remaining in the state of Arizona.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Ware.
No.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Joe Sosa.
Mr. Sosa. Interim complaint charging you with theft.
Correct.
We'll appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Judge.
Preliminary hearing date will be December the 16th at 1:30. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. Participate in monitoring and treatment as they direct. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't have contact with alleged victims or return to any Circle Ks. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're not to possess any lottery tickets. All right? Thank you.
Does that conclude the calendar, Your Honor?
I don't have any more files, and I don't see any less, so I think we're through. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Right.